You're looking for guidance on this big 20-mark question right at the start of your Unit 4 Edexcel paper. Now remember, at the start of the paper you're going to have a big choice to make. 3 questions will come up in section A, you need to answer one of those. Each question will have a 20-mark A part to it, and that question will be an assess-based evaluation question. Now evaluation questions in Edexcel are always the same. You get marks for car points, i.e. your on the one hand points in answering the question. You get marks for your evaluation points, on the other hand points. For a 20-mark question, you'll get 14 marks for your car points, 6 marks for your evaluation points. Don't worry too much about the marks, focus more on the structure. And your structure is very simple. It's points on the one hand, answering the question, so what are the arguments on the one side? What are the arguments against, or what are the arguments on the other side? And then you come to a valid conclusion at the end. That's the basic structure. You want to separate your paragraphs out so it's so clear to the examiner that that's a car paragraph tick, that's an evaluation paragraph, that's a valid conclusion at the end. Make it clear to the examiner by separating your paragraphs into the different points you're making. Right, in terms of structure, what are you looking to do? Well, you're looking to make 3 car points. 3 car points. 3 points on the one hand in answering this question. And every point you make should have key elements running through them. Defining your key terms throughout, absolutely. Application. Now you don't have a case study to help you. You might have a tiny bit of context in the question itself, but most of the application has got to come from your own head, your own reading. So apply throughout your paragraph. So important if you want to score the maximum marks. So whether it's examples, whether it's real life evidence, that's your application throughout your points. But depth of explanation is going to be at the core of everything you do here. Serious depth, assuming the examiner is a non-economist, that will force you to write everything, all key logical chains of analysis, not missing anything out in your explanation of key theory. So important if you're going to score the big marks here. Will that mean you drawing diagrams? Absolutely. If diagrams are relevant in you making your point and answering the question, for sure. Just make sure they're fully labelled, make sure they're not missing anything, make sure they're fully accurate, and make sure, crucially, you talk about your diagrams in your written analysis. Why have you shifted curves? Why has the price gone up and down? Or the price level up and down? Why has real GDP gone up or down? Whatever you're saying, explain it in detail. Once you've made those 3 car points, you're looking at evaluating, making 2 evaluation points. And that could be limitations of the theory on the one hand. It could be what your theory on the one hand depends on. These are good ways of doing it in Edexcel. So 2 detailed paragraphs here, where you're again applying throughout, and your depth of explanation is seriously good in the same way as it was before. The same kind of technique in these 2 paragraphs here. Your evaluation points don't need to be lumped at the end of your essay after you've made your 3 car points. It could be you make a car paragraph, then an evaluation point, then another car paragraph, then your evaluation point. However you want to structure it, it's fine. You don't need to lump them at the end. You can do them throughout. Absolutely fine. Just make sure that they are separated there into individual paragraphs, as you know. Once you've done that, you need to then make a judgment, a final paragraph, a concluding paragraph, where you tie everything together and you do 3 key things. You answer the question explicitly, either yes or no. You justify why you said that, bit of detail required there, and then you want to give some balance because you're a good critical economist. Nothing is ever certain in economics, right? So your balance, if your answer is yes, it could be yes, but it's conditional on something happening. Conditional on the government doing this. Conditional on this policy being used as well, maybe. If your answer is no, you justify why, but it's not just full stop there. It's no, but my answer would be yes if this policy was used alongside it. It's no, because this is happening in the economy. If this changes, then my answer might be yes. So you want to try and give some balance here. So that is the structure, guys. Remember, you've got 25 minutes to answer this question. So practice under time conditions. Follow the structure. Write your paragraphs in detail. See if you can do it under time conditions. Use mark schemes to guide and you'll be absolutely set. This is what you need to score big marks on this question. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.